The United Kingdom is a major player in the world of finance, known for its wealth and rich economic history. The City of London is the heart of the UK's financial power, hosting the London Stock Exchange and many of the world's biggest banks. Today, the service sector rules the economy, making up 80% of the country's GDP, with finance, insurance and real estate leading the way. The UK's tech sector is also thriving, with London emerging as a major tech hub. Despite facing challenges like Brexit and global economic ups and downs, the UK's flexible economy and smart policies keeps enhancing its wealth and maintaining its global position. There is a problem though. Resources, opportunities and wealth, well, they're not being shared out equally within our society, which makes poverty a big problem that impacts millions of people here in the UK. This uneven distribution, well, it's usually caused by a mix of historical, economic, social and political factors. And let's not forget the biggest one, greed. Poverty isn't just about not having enough money. It also means lacking basic necessities like education, healthcare, access to clean water and nutritious food. When these crucial things are not available to everyone, well, some groups suffer more than others. This creates a cycle of poverty that's so hard to escape. In this video, we'll look at why these inequalities exist and how they continue over time, and what can be done to reduce poverty. We need to understand these issues better so we can work towards creating a better place for everyone. In the UK, the highest poverty rate is among single parents, which is 43%. Comparing this to couples without children, they have the lowest poverty rate at 13%. When we consider disability, the poverty rate is also higher. Disabled people face a poverty rate of 26%, compared to 20% for non-disabled individuals. This shows that disability can significantly increase the likelihood of living in poverty. So how do poverty rates differ among ethnic groups? Overall, people from minority ethnic backgrounds experience higher poverty rates than their white counterparts, who have a poverty rate of around 19%. But the levels vary greatly within minority groups. For instance, the poverty rate for people of Indian ethnicity is 23%. It climbs much higher for Pakistani and Bangladeshi communities, with rates of 49% and 53% respectively. That's more than twice the rate for people of white ethnicity. Meanwhile, for black individuals, the poverty rate stands at 40%. These statistics highlight the severe disparity in poverty within our society. Understanding these differences is crucial for us to foster compassion and work towards equitable solutions. And speaking of equitable solutions, could I ask that you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already? Thank you very much. When we talk about poverty rates and household types, we see two main reasons for the differences. The first reason is that there may be more people, but less income coming in. Families with children often have higher poverty. Why is that? Because there are more people in the family, but the family's income might not increase as much, making it harder to cover everyone's needs. And the second reason is income versus housing costs. For couples, housing costs are often the same as for single people. But couples can have two incomes, which makes a big difference. It often means they have more money to spend after paying for housing. Now let's look at poverty for disabled people. The overall poverty rate for disabled people doesn't show the whole picture. This is because different disabilities can affect people's finances in various ways. Some might need more care or special equipment, which can be costly. The usual way we measure poverty might not capture how tough it really is for many disabled people. Their income might look higher on paper, but because they have extra costs relating to their disability, they actually might be struggling more than it appears. Family size and type, as well as the extra challenges faced by disabled people, play big roles in poverty rates. Understanding these details helps us see the real picture of poverty and find better solutions. For disabled people, the way we measure their income includes money they get to cover extra costs like special equipment or higher heating bills. But we don't subtract those extra costs, which makes their income look higher than it really is. For different ethnic groups, poverty rates are influenced by jobs, pay and housing. As an example, people from Pakistani and Bangladeshi backgrounds have fewer jobs and earn less money per hour compared to the UK average. Also, fewer of them own homes, which means they pay more for housing. When we consider housing costs, the poverty rate for most minority ethnic groups goes up a lot. Having worse jobs, lower pay and tougher housing situations can be tied to many things, including discrimination at work and in other services. And for migrants, their specific migration experience can make things even harder. For example, coming to the UK as an asylum seeker can make finding a job more difficult, and the challenges can be greater for those who've actually just arrived. So with all these things in mind, what can be done to prevent or stop poverty? Well, there's 6 points that I'd like to share with you. The first point is education for everyone. Schooling can help end poverty. When kids get a better education, they can find better jobs later on. Point 2, well, that's affordable healthcare. Sickness can push families into poverty very quickly. Helping everyone get affordable healthcare keeps people healthy and able to work. The third point is we also need more job opportunities. There should be plenty of jobs that pay fairly. Support local businesses and projects that create jobs. Push for laws that ensure fair wages so people don't need multiple jobs just to get by. The fourth point is we all need access to clean water and good healthy food. Point 5 is having a safety net for all. Programs like unemployment benefits and pensions can help people when times are tough. And finally, point number 6, we need to help our vulnerable groups. If we can focus on helping those who are the most vulnerable, like women, children and minorities, by working together on these points, we can tackle poverty and make sure everyone has what they need to live a better life. If you like this video, please consider watching one of my other videos here on the screen, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe. See you in the next video.